everybody. To start off, I hope everybody's doing great and well after the hurricane. I know we got some school days off, so I'm hoping everybody's caught up with their homework assignments, and I hope everybody has not been too negatively impacted by the storm. So my name is Anthony Poveda. I live currently in Orlando, Florida, and I am pursuing a degree in architecture because of this experience that I recently had this past summer when I visited New York. So to start off, I passed it. This summer I went to this past summer, excuse me, I went to New York City for the first time. So beforehand, I started to do some research on the city, just to get a little insight, some background information, what to expect when you visit the city. Something I found out was that the city, has a beautiful skyline. The skyline there is very beautiful, and it's true. When I went from the airport once I landed to Manhattan, I found out quickly that once I saw the skyline is true. It is a beautiful skyline. The reason being, once I did my research afterwards, was that the skyline has multiple buildings in many different time periods. You can have, for example, the World Trade Center was built in the 2000s, and then you can have a building that was built in the 90s or the 80s, etc. So it's definitely a unique skyline and something that's very appealing to people because you have so many different buildings from so many different time periods all on this island that's very small and very compact. So after looking at the skyline and I decided to walk through the city, I quickly realized that I wondered who designed these buildings and what is the job to do that, because I quickly figured out that I want to do something like this because I wanted to be able to attract people to these buildings, like the World Trade Center. Many people take photos of that, and many people look and react like, wow, that building is big. And then they get emotionally affected, like in the way I did when I first went to New York. So I ended up doing research when I got home, and I figured out that architects are the people who design those buildings. And I quickly decided that I want to pursue that career field because of the skyline in New York. It's crazy enough to think that a skyline can change someone's career field, but it's true, because that skyline is so beautiful that to the point where I decided that I want to do that, and I want to be able to design one of those buildings and be able to be to the point where one day I can point to that building and say, hey, I designed that crazy tall and beautiful building that I created out of thin air, because that's what architects do most of the time. They create things out of nothing, which I find very attractive. So the point I'm trying to get to here is that you never know what you would experience in life, and when you visit a new city, always be ready to experience a new thing or something unexpected, because in my situation I didn't expect myself to change my career field because of a city that looks so beautiful. So I hope you guys learn the lesson of this: always be open and unexpected, because you never know what a new experience just is going to a new city. It might be an unforgettable experience for you, and you never know what's going to happen in your life. So I hope you guys today learned that lesson. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.